Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching Batwoman Season 2, Episode 11, Arrive Alive, and I would like these characters to all arrive alive, please. I am waiting for Kate to show up again. I don't know if that'll happen in this episode or not. I don't know what Black Mask, that's his name, right, has planned for her, but I'm stressed. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction and all my reactions on my Patreon, and let's go.
Did you really think I was gonna let you rot in prison?
You were, if you hadn't have needed her.
If it wasn't cooked using his secret method.
Oh god.
At least I have what I need to dissolve your body.
God. Angelique, it's alright, just stay alive and we'll save you.
How can you help us? Down and let me do my job. I'll call you when I have news.
You can see why Sophie wouldn't give her information beyond, like, she's missing.
Sophie says Andrew's kidnapped by
Sophie, oh gosh.
Damn it. So Andrew could slip through her fingers again? Not a chance.
I see why she doesn't particularly trust Sophie or the Crows right now.
I'm Jackson. You're a new patient.
Oh my god.
Mike, what is going on here?
Yeah, see, this is why anyone that likes and supports Alice is wrong. She just kills innocent people like it's nothing. She's a villain who is not changing or evolving at all, and I really hope she was. She's a fascinating character. I love her as a character, but she needs to be in prison. She knows exactly where your sister is. And if you weren't so wrapped up in your own self-pity, maybe you'd realise. Sorry, I'm really disappointed that Alice killed someone again for no reason. Because she's not trying to change. She couldn't... You can't support her. I don't care. I'm sorry for everything she suffered, but she deserves to be in a mental institution for the criminally insane. And Arkham is the only one they have. They need a better one, but... 4 minutes or you're considered burnt. I think you're burnt. Oh.
Now it's wiped. And I got nothing.
Well, yeah, but what would you have done if Batwoman had gone?
We'd never be partners.
If Batwoman had gone undercover, I suppose, yeah, Batwoman is the one that doesn't want to be your partner. But look at the Crows, Sophie.
Whether you admit it or not, Kate matters to you. Erasing her will radically change your personality.
Like Erasing Ocean did as well.
Hallucinating. Imagine if you were at the mercy of every dark impulse. Is that what you want?
She basically already is. I agree that we don't want her to get any crazier because she's not remotely trying to heal.
Time to bring another agent up to speed, sir.
Do you want to know my theory?
That you're addicted to snakebite?
You guaranteed you're effective immediately and put an Agent Tabroff in charge of the operation.
Of course you are, because you want it to fail so you can keep getting your snakebite.
Respectfully.
Sophie, think rationally. Right now, there's no reason you should ever put Ryan involved in this. If you know she's Batwoman, that's
We
different.
need to find her before your crows do.
You do need to fix the Crows or expose the rot. Please say the fact that she just callously murdered someone who couldn't care less is because she's going to get to a point where she does feel bad.
What is that?
Oh, I mean, they don't quite... She knows Enigma has worked with Sophia. Why would you ever trust her to go into your brain and alter things? Oh.
Do you want to know who I really am? A manipulator.
That's who you've become.
I wanted you to think I was born with this bad brain and it is only capable of hate.
It's not true, Alice.
That's not true. Beth,
Yeah.
I'm your sister. And I'll always believe in you.
That's the real reason you want her gone.
No feeling.
Why would you let Enigma into your brain?
So silly.
I had to reach out to someone for help setting it up. But don't worry. He's trustworthy.
Oh my god, I love this so much.
No problem, Larry. Luke, sorry.
They're so obvious.
AI. What AI?
You didn't notice I installed it with the new paint job?
I thought my driving skills were getting better.
Yeah, no. Hook it up to Mary's ride.
Confront Kate.
I miss Mary.
That little begged.
Either you're being dramatic or I was.
Yeah.
Come back into your life and unlocked a piece of your memory, which is proof that
Mm-hmm.
Kate, your subconscious was correct. You are capable of emotion and attachment.
Uh-huh.
Because I killed Ocean.
And I felt nothing.
Not true though, is it? You picked Kate over him. And that's why you want them gone. Batwoman gets her mask. I'd be like, can't you have a few masks so I can pick which one I want to have? Honestly, false face people.
Let's go.
Teamwork.
Seriously? And I'm the one who's the bad driver. Hey, where's Sophie?
She asked for the tracker data and told me to meet you guys here.
Oh, she's cut them out of the loop.
She ditched us for...
Mm-hmm. I see what she's feeling.
You would have done the same to me.
No. No chance in hell. They're screwed up. And then there's you.
That's what Alice's subconscious thinks. Yes, please. Oh, goodness. Is this real? Mm-hmm. Okay, this was unexpected.
Lobotomist stole our memories.
We deserved worse.
No, you didn't.
I betrayed.
What you doing?
I'm relieved my other victims can't ask me the same.
Alice.
This could be good for her healing. I wonder if it's not really real. If it is still in her subconscious. Because it could be, even though we know he is alive.
Manipulator.
You tapped into some very real emotions there, Alice.
Mockingbird anew.
Did that give them their...
The one thing I promised Sophia I would never do.
give them their memories back? Yeah. What's this gonna do to Alice? Really? Alone? I mean... Sophie... You're outnumbered. I know you're brilliant, but like... outnumbered is stupid.
I'll make sure we dump your body somewhere they'll find it.
Here comes Batwoman. Oh, rip the mask off! Oh no. Sophie could take that blood and test it.
Angelique, where is she?
Take the mask off so you know who it is! Should have ripped the mask off earlier in the fight.
You are an endless disappointment.
I'll help you find Ocean.
She's good at staying alive, and that's what she needs to do right now.
You destroyed all of the desert rose, Coriana.
Apart from one bit.
Have like a seed bunker or something.
Never thought we needed one.
Well, stupid! Stupid oversight.
You've been
Murdering around the town.
what with the stabbing.
Do you still, like, do you care that she's murdered other people, or is that, you just gloss over that one,
Do
Ocean?
you regret it?
She literally murdered a man this morning! Or last night. Oh, she didn't unplug it. I guess because it's Mary's car. Oh, her blood. He's gonna test the blood. And find out who Batwoman is. Damn it! Sophie, you need to get this squashed.
Works remote just like your Batmobile.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's very obvious, sweetheart. You can put all the pieces you have together. You know the Crows are not a good organisation. You need to not turn her in, and you need to help her be protected from the DNA evidence, please, Sophie. Okay, so that was a fun episode. I enjoyed the kind of car chase elements, and Sophie and Ryan actually working together was a lot of fun to watch. It was not my favourite episode, largely because they had Alice yet again just senselessly murder a man. And I know people are still going to be championing her and thinking that, like, yeah, right now how she is, she doesn't deserve to be locked up. Like, what Kate did, I agree that it wasn't the best methodology of pretending to work with Alice and then locking her in Arkham. But Arkham is the only mental facility in this, like, for the criminally insane in Gotham that we know of. And I'm sorry, but even Alice suffering locked up is better than Alice murdering a lot of people, and you could see it hurt Kate at the time. So while I get why Alice is upset about that, I do not get why viewers were upset about that. Alice still murders people. You know, she hadn't just senselessly murdered in a while, so I was kind of feeling hopeful that maybe, despite herself, she was turning a corner and was maybe going to reach a point where she would feel remorse for some of the murders that she's committed. But so far, she literally only feels remorse because she cared about Ocean, which, and so that doesn't count. If you only feel bad about hurting people when there's someone you cared about, it doesn't count as feeling bad. So I'm really, really disappointed. I thought they were taking Alice in one direction. I thought it would be a long road, but it would be a road that it would be fun to be along. Maybe they're still taking her on that road, but I'm very disappointed that she just killed someone senselessly this episode. Like, I mean, the guy should have recognised her as Alice from the Wonderland gang. I know that they're not really in the news anymore, but they were pretty much in the news for a very long time. All the stuff with Enigma, Alice again, I think she's always been someone that her emotions, as much as she tries to pretend that she doesn't have them, she is totally ruled by them. And she loses herself and is blind to the obvious. She just thought, oh, I got Enigma tied up, no longer a threat. Whereas Enigma was always a threat. She could have said that code word at any point. She could have got closer to the cane. When Alice was, you know, under the hypnotism, she could have done anything. So Alice really got lucky that all she did was give her her memories back, which Alice didn't want, but I actually think will benefit her in the long run because everyone deserves to have their memories. I think it was interesting that Alice keeps saying, oh, I'm not capable of love, I'm just a manipulator. And yes, she's good at manipulating, but I think she draws on the true feelings she's got and uses them to manipulate other people, because we know she loves Kate, we know she cares about Kate, we know she cares about Ocean even more now that she has her memories back. So I'm kind of getting tired again of Alice being like, oh, I just don't feel anything, I'm a manipulator, I'm just murdering people because I'm not going to go to prison. Do not pass go. Go directly to jail. I'm wondering what having her Ocean memories back is going to do, because if it was Enigma taking them and she kind of made her into the full-blown blondified, dressing like a crazy person Alice, from just kind of someone that had identified with Alice and had a little mouse at home or whatever, that is intriguing. That is kind of, will some of the Beth, well, the Alice that was on the island come back? Because on Koreana she was a lot more caring or empathetic. She was full of rage and hurt over what had been done to her, but she wasn't a serial killer. She wasn't a mass murderer yet. You know, she had killed people that had abused her, like the grandmother. So she still needed psychiatric help, in my opinion, but she was still very much a victim and a survivor of the circumstances she was in, rather than becoming the perpetrator. So if you can get some of that mindset back. Ocean was kind of talking her around into, if not forgiving her family, into moving past it and getting her own life and being happy by herself. So I'm intrigued about what the future is going to be for Alice as a character, even though I'm very disappointed with the fact that they had her just senselessly committing murder again this episode. Enigma, I still don't like. She's too much power. She knew Ocean was alive. She knew, because Ocean had phoned her. She knew. She knows Kate's alive and she doesn't say anything. Of course she doesn't say anything because she is working with Black Mask. I know there is a theory that she has made Black Mask think Batwoman killed his daughter, even though she didn't. That is definitely possible. I think the only other thing would be Batwoman arrested his daughter, and then she died in prison or something, because then, like, if she was committing criminal acts and then got killed in prison or killed herself in prison or died in prison, it's not Batwoman's fault. So I don't know. But it's definitely that man, the guy that gave all the snake back to Jacob. He is 100% Black Mask. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I bet my life on, okay, maybe not my life, maybe like, I don't know, I would bet my life on anything, to be honest, but you know, I think it's him. I'm very sad that there was no Mary this episode. Ryan, Mary and Kate are my three favourite characters. Ryan is a character that has only been this season, so while she is, I think, definitely going to be joining them as an absolute favourite character, Mary's my favourite that's currently around, and I missed her a lot. And her car got shot up, poor Mary. Sophie finally knows. Sophie's in a very interesting position this season, because she's fully come to terms with who she is, that she is gay, that she loves Kate, loved, I suppose is what she would think of it now, that she had something real with Julia, but there were too many lies involved. So in that sense, she's kind of the most at peace she's been. She knows her little sister still loves her, but but with her work, the crows became her life. And I think when she was kind of closeted and trying to lose herself, it was very easy to make that her life. But now she's got to be faced with the very real concept that, well, yeah, there will be some crows that are good. The crows are designed for the wealthy. People like that. The guy that is Black Mask has a platinum crows card. That's not what a police force should be. Private security firms, sure. They basically are the police force. It's very dodgy, and she needs to see that. She needs to take a long look at herself and her choices in her life and see whether she can be happy being a crow. Because maybe she doesn't want to be a crow, maybe she needs to leave, or maybe she needs to try and make real change. Jacob is a huge problem, a huge part of that, but I think a lot of it is he is simply blind to them, the faults of the crows. I hope she chooses to keep Ryan's secret. I kind of think she will. I think maybe in different circumstances she might have at some point told Jacob because of their bond, but Jacob is becoming like a crazy rage man because he's addicted to snake bite, not that she knows that yet. So I don't know that she will trust him currently, but I really do hope she keeps the secret, and I'm sorry, I hope she gets rid of that DNA evidence. Like, we know the dodgy crows go around faking evidence and whatnot, so Sophie doing it here I think is valid. Sophie is definitely being placed in an interesting position. She's going to be, yet again, I feel like now that she knows Ryan is Batwoman, now that she knows Luke is 100% working with Batwoman, even though before she just thought it was very likely that he was, she will know that Mary knows. Like, she'll know that kind of that is the Bat team. I think it's going to be interesting how she interacts. Is she going to pretend she doesn't know for a while, or is she going to be like, you're Batwoman? She could do anything. She could do either. She has managed to work with Ryan, and yes, Ryan was keeping secrets from her, but I think the very fact that Ryan was trusting her and working with her and has trusted her with Angelique over all this time should show that Ryan does trust her. She just didn't fully trust her with the Batwoman secret. Sophie's character is so poised to go in so many different directions, and I believe that she will go in the right ones in that she is a good person, but there are lots of different ways to see that. I think she needs to take another look at the crows, at what they stand for, at how black and white she sees the world when you've got a corrupt policing force, how black and white are things. The false face people, who I want to call the flag smashers, I think it's because both of them have names that begin with F, and my brain is just like, that's the same, they're very different. They are trying to make snakebite. She's going to try and find Ocean. Now, hopefully the fact that she is not sure of her serum, he's not going to necessarily use it, will hopefully mean that Jacob will run out soon, so maybe we'll be able to help him, although we did get quite a bit. And I'm sure that Black Mask, or whatever his name is going to be very happy that he has the Chief of the Crows under his spell, so he'll keep supplying. Oh look, another one of my employees had this bag. Here you go, sir. Hopefully that means there's not going to be too much of it in the city, and hopefully if they track down Ocean, then that's going to lead them to Alice. That's going to kind of raise questions with everybody and hopefully help Angelique both stay alive and be found. Hopefully the fact that both Sophie and Batwoman were still coming for her, they were still looking for her, and they still prioritised her life over stopping this terrible person, will help Angelique, once they save her and free her, continue to make better choices rather than slipping back into the, oh, I'm worthless, I don't matter to society, I'm going to go deal drugs or whatever. Hopefully it will help her stay in the right path. Ryan and Luke's friendship, their bond, I love. It is everything. I've said it before, I said it again, I miss Mary. This was a really good episode in a lot of ways, and a really frustrating episode in a lot of others. It was a good episode in the bonding between Luke and Ryan, just seeing how their bond is so secure now. In the car chasing and the AI and Luke doing it, that was all a lot of fun. It was good to see that Ryan and Sophie can work together. Sophie finding out was amazing. I mean, it's terrifying. It's like stress. It was what you going to do with that information. It puts her in a difficult position with her job as well. But like, that's amazing. It was disappointing because there was no Mary, and it was disappointing because Alice killed someone, and then literally even Ocean was like, yeah, but do you love, basically at the end he was like, yeah, but did you feel bad about me? I know you killed, like you said, it's so good my other victims can't say that to me. Who cares about them, serial killer? Did you feel bad about me? But I am glad that they have their memories back. That was positive. That's going to be an interesting development going forwards. So this wasn't my favourite episode of the season. There were things that I was like, about, but on the whole, it was a very, very promising episode, and I am excited to see where we go next. The reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and thank you so much for watching.